Mm, 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 mm. Let's do it. What's going on, people? I said, let me rep Milwaukee today. I said, I'm gonna go and represent it with an old school Milwaukee hat too. You know what I'm saying? I had to go with the throwback Brewers. I don't know if nobody wear the new Brewers hats. I don't know if nobody wear the new Brewers in Milwaukee. We wear the old ones. And I'm tell y'all why specifically. Shout out to everybody from Milwaukee watching, but everybody that ain't from Milwaukee, I'm gonna tell y'all why we wear the old Brewers hats. You know. What up, my brother Ricky Williams, the winning team in the building. He say great work, man. Great work to y'all over there, man. Shout out to the whole boxing community on YouTube, man. We keep the game going for real. Um, Yeah, man. So everybody not from Milwaukee. Little trivia at the end, right? About the hat and why we wear the old hats. You know, it's a hidden message in the hat. And yeah, so we gonna see if y'all can recognize it. But yeah, man, how y'all doing on this hump day? You know, it's been a I had a week, man. I don't know if I look a little tired. I don't know if I sound a little tired, man, but I had a little situation this morning, man. Like, so backstory, right? I'm chilling, you know, minding my business as a good guy does. You know, I'm thinking about which cats I'm gonna rescue from trees and where I'm gonna plant apple seeds at tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know, this stuff. Let me see if I could cuss. All right, we got a countdown. 2, 1. Bam. The shit a good guy does. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my good guy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling at the crib, right? Next thing I know, my phone start going crazy and shit. Ding, ding, ding. Now, mind you, this is 2:45 in the morning. I ain't got nobody over here. I ain't expecting nobody to come over here. I ain't expecting no company or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing open. Ain't nothing open at like 2, 3 in the morning and shit. But you know, what they say, some liquor stores or legs and some shit. You know what I'm saying? And back doors and shit like that, right? So thinking like, man, who the hell is this calling me, right? So I'm looking at the phone and it's a dude. I don't know if y'all ever seen the little chick I be having over here sometimes. Like my guy, he be having guest stars. He funny as hell. Shout out to two, man. But it's a little 4-foot ass little white girl y'all might see in the background. She'll be cleaning up and doing little shit like that. Dude called me about her, man, talking about, man, trying to retrieve the little hoe, whatever, man. Like talking about, man, I know she over there and some other shit and all that, but I'm like, nah, bro, like, I don't know what's going on with that shit. Like, cause she wasn't here. She actually wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? But I guess where I always say this about her. You could drop her off. Her name Rose. We call her Rose. You could drop her ass off in the middle of Alaska. She gonna try to find her way back to this motherfucker. So I'm like, hey, brother, I don't know where she's at right now. You know what I'm saying? She might have came here, but she was just passing through and passing, you know, brother. And like, nah, he wasn't trying to hear it. He wasn't. I wasn't feeling the spirit of brotherly love coming from him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, she something about some money or something like that, and you know, if the money don't come, he coming to see people and shit. I'm like, well, brother, you know, like this is a open house, brother. Like I am not, you know, against a meeting of minds, you know, to solve trivial matters or, you know, matters of, you know, that we could get to the bottom of in person and shit like that, you know. And but long story short, you know, I don't know. I just don't like no tough guy shit. You know, I kind of play stupid. When niggas play tough with me, I play stupid and shit. Like anybody that know me, y'all know I've been boxing for years and shit like that. But it's not often that somebody really just And when people know you and they know that, it ain't often that they just run up on you like tough guy, you know what I'm saying? Like they trying to get their jaw broke, you know what I'm saying? And so it'd be like motherfucker kind of, you know, talk to you, put a little bit more respect up around your name and shit. You know what I mean? But he don't know me, and then sometimes, you know, it be the spirit of, I don't know, the fervor of love of the white girl or something. It be like, cause he was like, yeah, he like, watch this. He's like, this how you wanna play, boss? He was like, watch this. I'm like, yeah, man, really, I ain't watching out for shit. I'm super straight on my end, bro. Like, it's good over here and shit. Like, I'm absolutely good. Like, you know, like, you want to come by and, you know, you want to talk? You want to talk? You come by and talk. But, you know, so long story short, though, plot twist. I can't even be mad at him though at the end of the day, because you know Milwaukee's so small, and we know a couple of the same people, and so I had ended up reaching out to a family member of his that we know that I'm cool with or whatever, and I'm like, you know, what's up with him? Because after that he had somebody else calling my phone and all that shit, like, and like it was getting a little funky, you know what I'm saying, a little stanky and shit. So I'm like, you know, I reached out to somebody I know that I could have a conversation with, that I know me, right? And I'm like, you know, what's going on with your people? And you know, she just like, well, you know, this going on, and she explained it to me. Man, look. Hey, this a whole nother story I'll end up going into. But basically I'm gonna tell you like this. When a motherfucker show up at your house out of nowhere, you know, like, especially a girl, right? And she just like, hey, what's going on? You know, I'm happy to see you. I miss you. She ain't called first or nothing like that. She just show up. Make sure you be like, hold on, step back, tell her to step back and check the doors and make sure the wolves ain't at this whole neck. You know what I'm saying? Because like, nah, it's crazy because she crashed dude car and shit, man, and then brung her ass to my house. Like, motherfuckers, see, this what I don't like, man. This what I don't like. You be at home, you know, chilling. Like I said, I'm plotting on. Shout out to Cuzzo. What up, Millset Rose? What up, Cuz? All the way in the motherland. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got Macworld. We official, baby. We got fans in Africa and all that. Oh, and I think I got my first groupie. Oh, I think I got a groupie, but I ain't gonna say nothing though. But no. So listen. So I reached out and everything like that, and come to find out, man, she crashed dude car up and shit, man, and then flew her little, you know, little scoop ball head ass over here, and now this is what I know. I'm not even, and so you know what I'm saying. This why I'm not even tripping about the situation, because don't nobody really know how no other man operate, right? So in his mind, you know, she skipped out on dude. She done smacked his whip up and skipped out on dude, and they know me, like her people know me, and they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? They don't, like, me and him, we've never met each other. You know what I'm saying? He not from Milwaukee or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But so he don't know me like that. You know what I mean? But his people know me and shit like that, right? And so they know that this the place she liable to be always bringing her little, you know, little Matt Pat looking ass back to and shit. You know, so when she, you know, we get to talking and everything like that, and in his mind, she here and I'm harboring the hoe. I'm aiding and abetting her. You know what I'm saying? He thinking I'm over here aiding and abetting her, like she done skipped out, and you know I'm over here helping her avoid persecution and shit or whatever. But I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, listen, I'm a landlord. You know, she showed cause originally when she showed up, it was on some other business, some whole other shit, you know. But you gotta watch it though, man. You just gotta watch people though, man. But like, shout out to Rose though, man. Like, I know how she move and shit. So for me, I knew it was something else going on. I should have known. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody that know me that know her is like, now, Matt, come on. You already know what we talking about, who we talking about. But nah, so she done smacked dude shit up and flew over here or whatever. And they was calling me all night about that shit because a motherfucker mind will just be rolling. Mind will be rolling. They thinking. They like, man, the bitch, ooh, the bitch over there, ooh. And then it's like, she ain't got no phone. She ain't got none of that. But they know me, of course. I got a phone and shit. You know what I'm saying? Big grown man over here. You know what I'm saying? I got a company. Okay. Looking ass. Nah, but so they knew they could reach out to me, and I think sometimes that anger be displaced. It's like I'm not gonna get. I want to be mad at her, but it's like I'm gonna like kind of shoot the person I'm sending, not even the fucking messenger, because I'm chilling. Like I said, I'm chilling at home, minding my goddamn business and shit, and just they want to try to send a message with the fervor so it get back to her. It's almost like somebody think like, well, let me press the person I'm sending the message to so they could go to her like, man, they over here, man, they talking about you're gonna slide. And I like, listen, this is Buffalo County where I'm at, right? I'm gonna give you some advice about Buffalo County and shit. And the police even call this motherfucker Buffalo County. Let me tell you something about spinning Buffalo, right? You gonna spin the block one time and niggas ain't gonna know you spinning. They might just think you coming through. You gonna come around that second time and then it's gonna be like, okay, now you got niggas' attention. That third time gonna be the charm trying to spin Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of them spin the blocks. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no shit like that. You know, but yeah, man. So we cleared it up. We squashed it and all that, and it ain't have to end up going to a situation because sometimes a small situation could end up turning into something bigger, and that actually bring me to my first topic that I'm talking about today. A dude, they was at a school, they get into it. Now, one dude, he a basketball player, right? He played for the basketball team. He like future star. Man, get them likes up. Get them sub. If you ain't sub to the channel, man, hit that sub button. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Mac World. All right, so the two dudes, they walking, and whatever happened, they on a college campus. One of them is a player. They end up getting into it with somebody, and he with a girl or whatnot. Now, for no specific reason at all, dude end up shooting at the car, right? And so when he shoot at the car, it end up killing the girl. And so now both of them got charged with murder. The dude who was just playing with I don't even want to say playing with the gun, because he knew what he was doing when he shot at the car. People be thinking, man, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, even that's why I said that shit. Like, niggas be thinking they finna spin blocks and shit. Like, man, niggas watch too many Tubi movies. Niggas is watching, how it be the movies on Tubi where it be like a local boss pressing niggas and shit. Day to day, K in the building, big tools on deck. Watch what you say, watch what you do. Might get moderated. But yeah, niggas watching too many Tubi movies. There's plenty like tough guy movies on Tubi where it be like a local hood boss like who just be tough as fuck, right? So like this nigga, he shoot at the car, it look tough. You shoot at the car, you think it's tough, it look tough and shit, right? But man, you done popped this girl now, bruh. You done popped somebody and shit, and for no reason. For no fucking reason and shit. So he ended up, having to pay the price for it. Him, and not only him, but his guy who was playing, he was hooping. He actually went to the school. He had the dope moves and all that shit. And it ended up, they getting charged with capital murder. So, that's what that is, man. You just gotta watch who you surround yourself with and try to de-escalate the situation if you can. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to be. It ain't, K said, let's make a Tubi movie. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody need to go check Tubi right now. You might be in a movie on Tubi and don't even know that shit. You might be in a whole series on Tubi and don't even know it's a series about you on that motherfucker, man. Tubi is gnarly as fuck. Like I seen some I kid you not. I know. Shout out to J Boog if he watching. It's a movie on there. My barber is in that movie. My barber in the movie on Tubi, man. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. He just chilling. It's casually in the movie. Nigga, you, hold on, where the camera at? You might be in the movie on Tubi and don't even know. I probably got a whole series on there and don't even know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be watching too many Tubi tough guy movies and shit, right? And be thinking they finna fire off on some cars and some shit like that. And so he hit the chick and you know, it was over for him. And speaking of college campuses, yeah, so they having some problems with these college campuses in general, like the condition of them. The HBCUs, historical black colleges and universities, I think that's what it stands for. Cause historical black college university sound like a shoe foot or some shit like that don't like it sounds like two of the same thing. So I don't want to sound stupid. Probably got new subs watching. No, I'm just talking shit. But it's like I think it's historical black colleges and universities, right? But man, apparently the motherfuckers having problems down there. They looking fucked up and they looking what's that old word that old folks use? They looking roughshod down there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um they down there running them motherfuckers roughshod as a bitch. And yeah, so they losing people like coaches is leaving and they had another coach come in and so that's who talking about it. The coach that came in, like, man, he like, what is this shit? He's like, I get not to get jiggy with this shit. And he came in and seen how they was to get to the field. It ain't funny, man, but to get to the field where they had to be at the practice, dog had to go through a hole in the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go through a hole in the fence, man. Hey, it's gnarly. And speaking of conditions, yeah, it's some, and that kind of tie into my last topic too, rundown conditions, and it's something for motherfuckers like I definitely feel this, and I know some of y'all feel it too. Rent assistance, man. Accepting rent assistance. Do you accept rent assistance as a landlord? Some of y'all other landlords out there, let me know. Do y'all accept rent assistance or not? Cause I don't accept that shit. I don't accept it. I don't really rock with no rent assistance. And I will gladly tell you why when we get to it. But you know how we start. And you know I got a little long-winded in the beginning and shit. You know, telling y'all my little story. So, but I still got to get my analytics right. So that's what we gonna do. And while I'm doing that, you know, I'm gonna play some music. And we gonna get into it. So yeah, let's get it cracking, y'all. Mac World. Let's go. let's go. All right, so first and foremost, so we gonna get into this thing with the dude shooting the girl or whatever. Because I think, you know, that's the one that got the most meat on it. And I really ain't get to look at this clip either. I ain't look at it. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll start to look at it, and if I feel like it's gonna be good and I want to do like a kind of a more live reaction, then I watch it with y'all. But this one was messed up though right here. So let's check this out. This is Jada Black. That's the content creator. Let me check if my Zoom is working. Y'all know my Zoom it be tripping on me sometimes. Okay, we got Zoom it on deck. Let me see. Shout out to that. Let me put a big smiley face for the Zoom it. You know what I'm saying? Put a little hillbilly tooth on him. You know what I'm saying? Let's make him high too. Matter of fact, let's get him a little bit high, y'all. Let's make him cockeyed too, cause he's seen too much. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just talking shit. All right, let's go. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
I love you more than you imagine.
Damn, that's fucked up. That's the basketball player right there. You could hear it in his voice. Look at him. He just, man, happened to get in the back of that cage. Man, and ain't did nothing. He like, my life is over. That ain't funny right there. I ain't laugh. I ain't even laugh. Hold on, I'm gonna go back.
I'm out here with the guys, man. You dig?
Man.
Out here with the guys.
Sheesh, hold on. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Cause that nigga was crying, boy. That shit is crazy. I don't know. I wanna see what he said.
I swear. I love you more than you imagine.
I probably talking to his mama or something like that. He talking about somebody he loved or something. Damn, that's fucked up. Man, could you imagine that shit? Yo, guy out here playing with guns and just ruin your life. You gotta watch who you hang around, because people will ruin your life for you. You know what I'm saying? Bars.
I'm out here with the guys, man. You dig? Out here with the guys, man. And Paris, Barcelona, Spain, sure. We coming to find where yours at.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about this very unfortunate story that went viral. Saw that Darius Miles was trending, and I thought they were speaking about, you know, former NBA player Darius Miles, but actually
I thought they was talking about the other
college
Darius
or
Miles,
University of Alabama basketball player Darius Hairston Miles, who's 21, from Washington D.C. Apparently, there was a video, and I'm gonna play it at the beginning of my video. If I have some sort of copyright issues, I'll link it in the description box. I mean, you got to see this arrest video. Darius is being arrested for the shooting of a 23-year-old woman who is a mother of a son herself. And apparently there was some back and forth between Darius Miles and, I'm assuming, a guy that this particular female was with. Now, Darius wasn't the only one that was arrested. The guy in the left photo, there's two guys there. One is Darius, and the other guy, his name is Michael Lynn Davis. He's 20, out of Charles County, Maryland. So
this nigga look like
they may know each other from back in the DC, Maryland areas. And for some reason, they got into some sort of verbal altercation with the woman that you're seeing there. Her name is Janae Harris. and she's with the guy, and
He
I
ain't
guess
bad
her
looking either.
and these two got into it, and when they went to leave,
if you watching this on what she don't look like Camille
Darius
a little
or
bit, bro.
his buddy decided to shoot at the car, and it ended up striking her. And the guy that was in the car with Jamea, he shot back and hit one of them. And I believe it was Michael Lynn Davis that got hit, because I believe he was the shooter. Now, unfortunately for Darius,
Just as a rule of thumb, right? Don't trust no nigga with no mop top dreads. You see these dreads I got, you know what I'm saying? You see how they hang down, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't trust no nigga with them mop top like sideshow Bob, like ragamuffin dreads. Them niggas ain't up to no good. I don't know what they planning, but they planning something, and they did it. Whatever you think got stole, the nigga with these dreads right here did it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
they're both going to be charged with capital. They're going to get that capital M. They're both getting that. Because if you look at the arrest video, man, the dude, Darius, looks like he wanted to break down. See, that's what happens, man, when you decide to bring people from your old neighborhood or who you grew up with around you in different environments. Now, Michael Lynn Davis could be a student at the University of Alabama. I don't know, because he's not on the basketball team.
But nah, real shit. What he's saying is some real shit though, man. Like sometimes, people are can't say he in the growing stage. You funny as don't start with me today. I'm not finna do this shit with you, man. No, but it's funny that she say the growing stage and shit, because she kind of took the words I was just finna use, but used them for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like it's people is in stages of your life, come into your life in certain stages of your life. And of course, you're gonna have them buddies you get into it with, y'all just like, like y'all be like some rascals and shit. Y'all running around not doing nothing in particular. Them niggas you gamble with, them niggas you know what I'm saying, go on them little them missions. You remember niggas used to go on like missions and shit, like where to be like, oh, one of us got a car, we all finna go meet these hoes, or like, you know what I'm saying, like them niggas like that. You're not really cool with them, but y'all kind of like more like a proximity thing or just whatever. Or it could be somebody that you know just from around your hood or whatever. But just in general, y'all not really linking up to do things that are productive or constructive. It's more like some good times and shit like that. But it's stages in life, man, and you can't really live your life that way. Like you can't live your whole life that way. So if you got friends that they was good friends, your best kicking it buddy, that like for y'all girls like yo bitch, that oh this bitch, oh we go out, oh she do this and do that, oh you know what I'm saying, she gonna be cool to go out with, but she's not gonna be the best friend for you as you progress in the career and proceed to, you know what I'm saying, get married and do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna be the one that you want to be friends with. It's different people for different stages of your life, and that go for relationships and all that too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he couldn't leave his homeboy behind. And man, that sometimes that shit got consequences you can't take back. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go forward to the video. I'm gonna go to the arrest video. That's the girl right there. R.I.P. to her. And that's him right there. And I like the dude that, like, what's funny is he don't seem like no bad dude or nothing either. He seemed real remorseful for the situation in general, but it's just some stuff you end up doing. Ooh, she was bad. It's some stuff you end up doing and you just can't, you can't take back. It's like,
Her and this guy was counting a bunch of money. Now that was 24 hours before the situation happened today. And for some reason they were counting a bunch of money.
Oh, so no, I'm gonna stop it right there. He was pointing out how they was counting a bunch of money like online or whatever, I guess earlier or something like that. And so he think it might be an inside thing.
And she put this on Facebook. So we're gonna learn more about what happened, but I would not be surprised if it was a situation where something went bad. Now I don't know what it is, but you know, whatever happened, I don't think it was just random like that. I really don't. I think that when more information
I don't think this nigga was taking a desperado kill shot at the car and trying to blow up the gas tank and all that shit. I think he just shot at the car on some bullshit. Like it might have been some animosity of dude counting money. He might have been just popping off and jacking real hard in front of his bitch. Like, yeah, I'm got this and that, and this nigga broke, and you know what I'm saying? And he probably is just like, he probably mashed off in the whip, and them niggas was walking, and he probably was like, get out of here, you know what I'm saying? And shot his gun. Don't ask me why he sound like he Italian and shit from the 80s, but yeah. You know, shit get crazy out here, man. Let me go. I'm gonna go. I want to show y'all the arrest video, man. And they booked them both on capital murder charges, 21 and 20 years old. They'll be out that thing. Well, capital murder, I don't think you get out. I don't think you even get out for capital murder. But I was gonna say if it's 25, they gonna be in that thing till they about 40 something, man. By the time they get out, shit, humans ain't even gonna be playing basketball no more. It's gonna be all fucking robots playing basketball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is gonna be, you know, y'all gonna have bald head robot baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and shit like that. But I'm trying to find this arrest video for y'all real fast. Darius Miles, Captain Kennedy. Alright, let me see. Yep. It's just giving some background on what happened at the game, you know. That's just like literally the account or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or what was happening or whatever that during that night. Let me see if they're gonna show it. Yeah. Nah, that's dude jacking in Paris again. Now let me see. Do. Let me see. Oh, she bad. She bad. Let me see. Oh no, they ain't even show the arrest video on here. I figured it was gonna show the arrest video. But nah, so they just talking about you know what it is. I know what it is. They can't I can't show it to y'all anyway, cause for the copywriting or whatever, they ain't gonna let me show it. That's why he ain't show it or whatever, because of the copywriting and shit. So yeah, nah, so we'll go from there and just cook on that real fast. So no, basically I'll kind of explain it to y'all or whatever. Like in the arrest video, like, man, basically dude was just, you ever seen somebody like in just a state of disbelief and shit? Like you could tell they just want to just collapse. Like they wish they could be somewhere other than they fucking skin. You know what I mean? That's how dude was. Like he was like, man, like this can't be life. And he was remorseful. He didn't do nothing. And it's just, ooh, that's hard, man. Like you ain't pull the gun, you ain't have the gun, you ain't recommend the gun. None of that shit. Motherfuckers just doing shit, man. That's why I don't fuck with nobody. You not finna listen, ain't nobody finna get me in no shit, man. I know, I don't even know if I could tell y'all that story right there. I think I'll tell y'all that story one day, but that story a little bit gnarly. So, you know, I got a story about being with somebody and, man, people getting you involved in shit. Man, I hear you, Cuzzo say he don't do no groups. Well, cuz you already know. is because is you. When have you ever came over, cuzzo, and ever seen anybody in my house like that in a large group? You know I don't do that shit. Like, man, I don't fuck around like that because you don't know what nobody into. As a matter of fact, I got too many stories. Niggas down here on Buffum got, you know, it was a big ass, like a big Rico, just like, man, they swooped through here. It was one crib that everybody used to be at. Everybody used to hang out there or whatever. And my guy who crib it was cool as a motherfucker. That was my dude and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed it start getting too beefy over there, man. It start getting too chunky in that on that porch. I'm like, hold on. I know, like, I'm looking over there like I know this nigga and this nigga don't even like each other. How they over there? It was too beefy over there for me, man. You know what I'm saying? It was getting, man. It was what they say. It was double meat on that motherfucker over there. So nah, I was like, nah, bro. And sure enough, they hit everything over there. And it was my guy came over when I went over there to holler at my guy and shit. He played me what his lawyer gave him and shit. Some wiretap shit somebody had. Like, bro, I'm not fucking with you niggas, man. Listen. No, you know what I'm saying? I said, bro, you damn near got robots over at your crib. These niggas is wired like RoboCop and shit. Everything you say got an echo and you ain't even on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing with these niggas, bro, out here. But on to the next topic, you know, talking about colleges and all that. You know, they've been giving these colleges some beef, these black HBCUs, because they've been talking about they ain't up to par. So, you know, they was getting on Deion Sanders. I know y'all heard about that. They got on him talking about him leaving the HBCU, but he prime time like, hey man, these motherfuckers ain't right. He like, they not right. You know what I'm saying? They don't be keeping them up and all that, and it ain't no way they could do nothing for me if they not taking care of their own school. You know what I'm saying? You can't take care of the guests if you don't take care of your own home. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be a good host and you don't even take care of your damn house? Dishes dirty, floor sticky, you know what I'm saying? Greasy orange carpet. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you finna have some company over here for them nasty, low vibrational tacos. We ain't doing that. Let's go.
You saw the front of the building. Terrible. This the back of the building. They working on the front of the building. This the same people said, we gonna help you build what you want. How I'm gonna believe you, man? How I'm gonna believe them? Didn't I tell you I don't trust nobody? I'm coming over giving them the same passion and they smiling and laughing in my face. This ain't funny. We gonna ride through the fence that they ain't fixed the fence. We about to ride through this fence. This ain't even football side. This ain't even a football side.
Why we gotta
and y'all
put up
talking
with these
about
conditions, y'all?
At my Uncle Prime.
To
Y'all
support
mad
our
at
own
Dion,
people,
mad
why
at
it
Prime.
gotta be like
this
that?
This shit is every HBCU. This shit is every H talking about bad at my Uncle Prime. Y'all mad at Dion, mad at Prime. This shit is every HBCU. Bro, we riding through the fence. This is track, bro. This is track. This is what they practice on. It's a straightaway. This is intramural field. You can't practice on this.
That's NFL Hall of Famer Ed Reed from St. Rose, Louisiana. Shout out to everybody watching from St. Rose. He accepted the head coach position at Bethune-Cookman in Daytona, Florida. While on live, he voiced his frustrations about what was going on, the enormous duties that he's undertaking, and the poor conditions at the school. He echoed a lot of what Coach Prime said, even said that Coach Prime was right about his comments and had more words for anybody who didn't like it. We're going to get into that, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. And if you're watching from Daytona, drop Daytona below in the comments. Much love to the BCU grads, and even before y'all became BCU, We'll take it back a bit further. Shout out to the alums who graduated when the school was still BCC.
Shout out
Much
to
love to
everybody
all
from
of you. Let's go ahead and
TSU,
jump back
all my
into it.
TSU people
These
and
kids got
shit. I
this to
had a
work
bunch
with.
of friends that went to TSU. Shout out to y'all. Let's go.
Trash. Yeah, I'm showing it. At this point, I gotta show this. I'm not even the head coach.
And what Coach Reed meant by that is that he was named the head coach, but the paperwork ain't straight. The university, they haven't given him his contract yet, is not finalized. So at this point, he's volunteering.
Congrats.
That's fucking sad. They bring you in with some bad paperwork to work in some fucked up conditions for free. Damn, bro. Come on, man. We gonna have to start treating each other better, man. Golly. They talking about he a Hall of Fame coach. He pissed. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the inner workings and ins and outs and all that shit, but dude is pissed right now about these conditions. You know what I'm saying? He not with this shit right now. Hold on, let me see. Hello? Hello? What up, Fee? Coolin', I'm in the middle of my live. You wanna come through? Hello?
Yeah, I told you now. I'm right down the street.
Yeah. Just come to I'll open the door when you get here. Let me know when you at the door.
All right, well, I'll be at the corner at the end of the minute, so
You say what now?
I'll be on your corner at the end of this minute.
Alright, I got you. I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He pissed off, man. Let's go.
Congratulations. Man, I should go my ass home. I said I should. I ain't. It ain't happening. Cause of that lady right there. Cause of her right there.
Quick second, y'all.
I know that statue is cut off, but Coach Reed says the reason why he won't leave is because of that woman right there. That woman would be the late, great Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, originally from South Carolina, born to her parents' former slaves in Maysville, South Carolina. Her goal was to become a missionary in Africa, but when she couldn't get into a missionary, she stayed back in the U.S. and helped the young black kids here. She was a school teacher in South Carolina as well as Augusta, Georgia, married her husband, and she moved to Florida with him. That's how she got to Florida, where she opened an all-girl Negro school. Years later, her school would merge with Cookman Institute out of Jacksonville, Florida, which was the first black education institution in the state of Florida, founded by Reverend Darnell in 1872. Those two institutions came together, and that's where Bethune-Cookman College was born, right there in Daytona, BCC for short. Some years back, the school went from a college to a university, and now you have
It's like it's so much history at these schools and all that. And they historical, they got all this background and all this, like, man, you know, they tied it into your roots. Hey, this lady, everybody's great grandmother. And be shit like that. And to a certain extent, y'all, I think we got a lot of people, like our own people, that they like pimp the culture out. What up, Fee? They pimp the culture out and shit. And I'm starting to recognize how they do that shit. It be like Stick Together Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? It's like, these is our roots based in purchasing this product. This is who we are when we put these shoes on. Like, it'd be like, Stick Together Incorporated. Like, they be trying to sell us some shit. That's the only time they let us come together. And so they want you to go to this university, and they're telling you, yeah, it's historical. Miss Sister Mary Clarence moonwalk down these very steps. You know what I'm saying? Then you get there, and them steps broke like a motherfucker, and the school got water leaking and all that shit. But they done pimped they done sold you all type of cultural, you know what I'm saying? They sold you some cultural NFTs and shit. I'm going to give me some steak when I get up off this podcast. Shout out to the Benny Boys truck, man. I could taste it in my belly. So nah, they got them going down here, and how did they get the coach down there? Y'all asked, how did they get him down there? That's how I just said. That's how they got him down there. They got him down there by playing up on the cultural aspect of it and playing up on the historical aspect of it. Black coach, head coach, going to the Hall of Fame coach, going to the HBCU. It's all it's all like some roots, you know what I'm saying? I know that was some horrible humming, but I ain't got my slave hands down and shit. Yeah, that's a better one. That sounds like a better melody. Some shit like that. They tried to play some of that with his ass to get him down there. Got him down there. Nigga can't even wash his ass right. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he gotta drive through the fence to get to the field and all that. Crazy, right? And watch out for that though, man, because that's how they'll try and get us to accept less, by trying to make us think it ain't about one quality or needing quality. It ain't about your consumer dollar being worth just as much as your white or other counterpart. It's about supporting us, Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Buy this for us, y'all. Like, yeah, I hear you. You just gotta watch out, you know, because it'll be a gift and a curse. You feel me? And that kind of brings me to my next topic, which is rent assistance. And, you know, it seemed like something good on the surface as a landlord, right? Getting paid by the state. You ain't got to worry about, you think you ain't got to worry about the person paying you because the state paying you. But here goes the secret, though, to that. You don't just get paid by the state. The state, now that they paying you, they get to come in your house and do inspections and shit. Your private property not really like private no more, because you have people in there on public assistance, and it's making your property now a public interest. You're not just getting your rent. They coming in there and inspecting everything. Now here go the kicker, right? And this is why this situation is probably the way it is with people accepting rent assistance with landlords. The kicker is this. So I get, you know what I'm saying? I get you know what I'm saying, what's a good name? Give me a name, Fee. Give me a good name for a girl in the hood. What's a good hood girl name?
LaShawn.
Okay, I get LaShawn. LaShawn come in and rent from me, right? She want to rent. Now LaShawn bring Shantavion, Quadravion Tiaviantis, Quadravion Tianianis. You know what I'm saying? She bring all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And she got all these kids, right? No man, whatever. That's just Milwaukee. That's how it is. It's the demographic. It's the way the city's set up. So kids get to tearing up shit. Before I moved in, I have her check everything, inspect everything, check the cabinets, check the stove, check the water, make sure everything work. You know what I'm saying? Check the door. I know my door sounds like a cat dying. You know what I'm saying? Check and see if the cat dead. You know what I'm saying? And You see everything all good. But then they move in. Year one, or not year one, but month one. Bing pow 10, bitch. Hope, let me in this motherfucker. Boom. Wah, pop, pop. That's the chainsaw and shit. Do. That's the hammer. Shit being hammered, like, you know, instead of people using a post-it to post up some shit on the wall, that's them hammering. Boom, boom, with wood nails right through your drywall. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I hate you. That's her kicking dude out. Wait, come back. That's him telling them come back. Bitch, blah. That's her king hitting her in the eye. You know what I'm saying? All that go on. You go downstairs at the end of 30 days. Shit look like a tornado that came through that motherfucker, right? Shit look like a tornado came through that motherfucker. Guess what? It's time to get your rent. And guess who coming? Yup, you guessed it. The inspector's coming. They coming in that motherfucker. And they gonna be like, this is uncouth for a living situation. How dare you have my fine tenants living in these in this squalor? Like, and be like, you shall not receive rent. You shall receive none of the sort. So guess what? Free rent for them. Guess what they do? You got to figure out how to fix everything and take them to small claims court. They get free rent because they ain't required to pay rent, and evicting them is a process. So they down there, blah, blah, pee, wah, wah, and all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to deal with it, man. And nobody want to deal with it. And these are the situations I'm telling you, for real, for real. So going forward, you gonna see this situation a lot more. Let's go.
So there's a lot of landlords that's not accepting Section 8, and this story, you know, coming out of Atlanta, where a lot of landlords not accepting Section 8, you know, there's a lot of brothers and sisters out there. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Encampment. So you could technically be in an apartment right now if you could find one that would accept the voucher.
Yes.
Both have been approved for the rental assistance program, but neither can find a landlord that will accept it.
I had my voucher since December.
Avon was approved more than a year ago. Both say they were given outdated lists of potential properties to try. It is up to them to make call after call and pay application fees that get them nowhere. Say accept it.
I had my voucher since December.
Avon was approved more than there can.
I'm gonna put y'all up on some landlord
Both
game.
have been approved for the rental assistance program, but neither can find a landlord that will accept it.
I had my voucher since December.
Now, okay. Let's background check Vaughn, right? Vaughn got rent assistance. And you look at Vaughn, how did Vaughn get rent assistance, right? This nigga not disabled or nothing. Vaughn ass got rent assistance from that drinking he was doing. Drunk himself silly, went and got himself an SSI check. No, I'm just speculating, Vaughn. Don't sue me for defamation and shit. You know, with your public lawyer. I'm all right, I'm done, Vaughn. I'm done. All right. Nigga got on
December.
Avon was
white jeans. That's it for me. You not moving in. You not moving in. Nope. Nope. I see them white jeans. I'm like, nah. Deuces. Mill said, you wish you could get rent assistance. Man, don't we all, bro? Peaches and Vine. These are the people that get it, though. These are the type of people that get it. You could tell she been drinking. I think that's a ponytail. I think that's a ponytail, y'all. It can't be confirmed. I don't got enough pixels to confirm, but nah, so man. You can't. These are the people that give it to. And I ain't, there might be some good-hearted people, but soon as they get indoors, they've been living in that tent. Soon as they get in the house, they finna tear that fucking house up. Soon as they get around concrete walls and running water and shit, man, they finna tear all that shit up.
Was approved more than a year ago. Both say they were given outdated lists of potential properties to try. It is up to them to make call after call and pay application fees that get them nowhere.
What's the use of a voucher and I can't do anything with it?
Nikita Blanc is getting her master's in sociology at Georgia State University. As part of the program, she spent a year working at the Marietta Housing Authority.
I've been, I've seen the desperation in a lot of people's faces.
I felt bad looking at this because you could tell she really passionate about, finding them people housing and all that. And so she's just an advocate and she's just doing her job. And ain't nothing wrong with that. And I admire that about her. But I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I'm one of the landlords that people come to with rent assistance. And she had some questions and she was like, she trying to find out why the landlords ain't accepting it. Are they not getting paid? I just gave y'all a good ass breakdown of why they don't want to accept it. But she really just need to talk to some people outside of the people she helped, or if she want to.
They can't find a place.
Track one of your people that you're trying to help and see how they act
she's
once
working
they get
with
in the
other
spot.
students to figure out why landlords are locking out tenants on Section 8.
We just want to know, did you not get paid on time? Was the relationship with the tenant bad? You're going to see a huge increase in homelessness, women, children, the elderly, our most vulnerable, shout out to cry, our most vulnerable populations will be suffering.
The homeless population in America is really increasing, and the majority of these people are Black American people, because Black American people are always the one that's going to suffer more in this country due to the anti-Black racist system that's built deep into America. Every area of America.
I'm gonna say this, wow, and I'm gonna end it doing my own talking point on what he's talking about. All right, so why I agree with that. I also think that it's a little bit more of a generational thing. Traditionally, if you ever notice, they will ask you how far your parents have been education-wise, for the sole reason that a lot of people don't go no further than their parents, because their parents don't expect them to go no further and not gonna push them no further. A lot of people have never owned housing, so they don't encourage their kids to strive to have that goal to own housing. My parents never, for me, it was kind of like, I got a whole story about how I ended up becoming a homeowner or whatever. And it started with my dog getting, kicked off the hinges by the 4th district. But yeah, and it got something to do with my guy who over here right now with his family. You know what I'm saying? My guy Thieve and shit. Shout out to the Jones family, man. You know what I'm saying? Big family and shit. Milwaukee got a big Jones family. You know what I'm saying? Fresh Corp. Shout out to the Fresh Corp. And shout out to everybody. It's 2 o'clock. Shout out to everybody still rocking with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate y'all for checking me out. I'm gonna keep going, wrap it up real fast. But I'm gonna say this though. It's one of them things to where generationally we don't push our kids like that to do these things and to take advantage of these things. So when they get money, we don't have no problem with them spending their money on whatever they want. We not like, no, give me that money. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it in this trust fund. I'm going to put it in this. I'm going to do that. We don't prepare them a lot of times. A lot of times I see a lot of my people, a lot of Black people with money, but they just don't have financial literacy. And now this is what's crazy, and this is where me and him come to an agreement at, where he talk about the racist system. Because I was driving out in Mequon. I was driving for a middle school in Milwaukee, and they still learning geometry, which is shapes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And these are the 8th graders. Now, I was driving for a middle school in Mequon, and the 7th graders were doing financial literacy homework. You know what I'm saying? They're learning financial literacy in 7th grade. We don't even get offered that shit. That shit ain't even a thing. in Milwaukee in our school system. And it's purposely like that. You think they want your kids financially literate? Listen, you think they want them financially literate? They want your kids to go to the closest payday loan store and be stuck paying 1,000% interest payday loan every week and just, be out here fucked up, bad credit, think any deal they take from a bank is a good deal, don't know nothing about their negotiating power or nothing. It's fucked up. But it's up to us to do better, and I'ma leave it on that note, because as a landlord, I felt bad seeing the lady crying, and I know what she going through, and I feel bad sometimes when I had to put people out. But dude, you will get some people in your house, they will talk their way into your house, and they will tell you the saddest story about how they gotta be out their other house because their landlord is just so mean and he just don't get it. I had this girl move in my house, dude. Listen, that she didn't take her garbage out. She was too lazy to walk across the yard and throw the garbage. I had like a big yard. She didn't want to walk across the yard, and her kids was lazy. So her house always smelled like garbage, and I smelled it in the hallway. So I know she smelled that shit. I go in there. It's a combination of, it ain't no furniture in there. The whole floor, all the floors in every room are covered with three things, like Alfredo: clothes, food, and toys. No exaggeration. I'm seeing food on the floor. It's clothes just everywhere, all over the floor. And then it's toys everywhere. I go in her room. It's filth all around. And she just in the middle of it all, just watching TV and on her phone, just tuned out. 7 kids, rent assistants, So it get deep out here, man. That's all I got for y'all today, though, man. I appreciate y'all checking me out. Everybody that been supporting the channel. If you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button. It don't cost a thing, and it go a long way in the algorithm, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Be safe on this hump day, man. And until tomorrow, later. I'm out of here.